How's it going, Fish fam? Welcome back to a brand new video. If this is your first time checking out the channel, what's up? My name is Gabe. You can find me pretty much holy sh**. Oh no, I goofed my own intro. So outside of YouTube, if you guys weren't already aware, I also stream on Twitch. But recently, I've been doing a lot of thinking about like why I originally started this channel and like what like really was the driving factor in getting me like creating again, because I used to stream a lot on Twitch, but I fell out of that for a while, and then I don't know, it was just kind of like the right place, right time kind of thing. I don't know, I just felt like I was missing out on making like new connections with people. So recently, last week I launched the Discord server for the channel. So if you want to join the Fish Fam Discord server, it is linked down in the description below. It's always going to be linked down in the description below. Game nights, we're in there yapping about fitness, anime, manga all the time. So if you want to come hang out, come hang out. If not, we're going to be watching Vigilantes, and you can leave me a like, leave me a comment, and let me know what you thought of the episode. I'm trying to think, because when we last left off, we finally like had our, not really our like secret identity, but we revealed ourselves to a couple of pro heroes. So now there are pro heroes out there, namely Ingenium, who know about like our little vigilante crew, and we're starting to become like a known entity that people in the community can kind of like respect and rely on. We still don't really know a whole lot about Knuckle Duster's backstory. I'm hoping we find out a little bit more about him at some point, a little bit more about Pop Step, but definitely Knuckle Duster for sure. I feel like we know next to nothing about him, and so when we have those moments like we did last episode where he gets, you know, kind of like emotional and down in the dumps a little bit, it's hard to like understand the context, I guess, of why. From what I've heard from people in the community, a lot of you guys are like big fans of the artwork in particular versus just the story itself. Yeah, I'm definitely enjoying Vigilantes. I just, like I said, I want to know more about Knuckle Duster. I want to understand him more. So I'm hoping we're going to get more of that in these upcoming episodes, but let's just get into it. Okay. Actually hanging out with regular ass people instead of just heroes. You can't bring them back to your place. You cannot bring them back to your place, bro. There's gonna be fucking Knuckle Duster and Pop Step there. Also, it's fucking creepy as hell. Bro, your apartment is creepy as hell from the outside. We've never seen the outside. We've only seen the roof because he just slithers his way up there. But yeah, that building is creepy as hell. Shit looks abandoned. Bro, now everyone thinks he's like a predator. It's like, it's not an abandoned building, it's where I live. You don't live here, bro. You can't just smoke in my apartment. Man, you can't just come into my apartment and start lighting up. Might be spacious for Japan. That's a small enclosed space, bro. You can't be hotboxing me in my own house. Alright. I wonder how long ago that first impression was. Like, has he been able to deal with that? Oh. Damn. Okay. Damn. Okay. Bro looks like fucking Cyrex from Mortal Kombat. God damn, bro. My brain is slow as shit today. It's his apartment! That is my food! Bro, I would crash the fuck out. If I do not offer you the shit in my fridge, you cannot just invite yourself in and eat it. Of course you were, because it's in your fridge, in your house. If you come into my house, you eat my food, and I say, oh damn, I was gonna eat that. And you say, why don't you write your name on it if it's important? We're throwing hands. We're throwing fucking hands immediately. If you come into my house, eat my food, and then tell me, well, you should have labeled your food in your house if you were going to eat it. We're throwing hands immediately. There is no... That's it. You're done. You cannot tell me to label the food in my own house for my consumption. You're cooked. Or she can buy her own food. Miser! He's miserly! Brother. I'm upset on his behalf. Damn. He's got all the All Might hoodies. Bro, not the haircut. Not the nerd cut. It's... Oh, okay, okay. I thought it was... Wait, is that Pop Step? I was like, is that going to be a main, like, MHA universe character? That's very clearly going to be Pop Step. Yeah, that's Pop Step, bro. He's 100% saving her. Yeah, the fucking blow dryer hands. Yeah, that's Pop Step, bro. She has your hoodie. Yeah, your hoodie's getting returned to you this episode, bro. Oh wait, this is a daydream. This is a... Okay, okay. Yeah, it's Pop Step, bro. That's a daydream. Yeah. Alright, bro, shut up and just give him back his hoodie. I know goddamn well you have his hoodie. It's not that she's upset by you. She's upset because she feels like she ruined your fucking dreams now. Yeah, just go get your hoodie. Bring him back his hoodie. Bro, just the scooting away in that position is crazy. Give him back his hoodie and stop eating his pudding. That's how you say thank you. Yeah, bro's been a hero since middle school. Bro, of course he's there. Of course he's there. Alright, bro, then why are you eating it? Why are you eating my pudding? Okay. Alright, Usopp. Alright, Usopp. You don't want to own up and be honest about your feelings. Okay. Alright. Alright, Usopp. Alright. The Usopp of MHA Vigilantes right there. No, you know what? I mean, I definitely understand what the fuck he's saying. I know this is kind of a goofy ass example, but when you wear a fire ass fit to the gym, when you wear a good ass outfit to the gym, bro, you just start everything off on the right fit, you know? It just puts you in the right headspace. Just off rip. Yeah? Bro is out for less than 12 hours and is back on that shit. Less than 12 hours back on that shit. Okay, well you don't come running, first of all. You come slipping and sliding. Yeah, we'll catch your ass again. Yeah, he has an arch enemy. He's so stoked he has a nemesis. A nemesis who knows his name. That's the ultimate sign of respect for a hero, a nemesis. What the fuck he got going on? Bro, the comic book styling, like, I love how they do it. Like, they turn it up to 11 in Vigilantes. Like, it's even better than it is in, like, regular MHA. Like, it feels more deliberate. Damn. So they got him on even stronger trigger than last time. Yeah, and she's spying on him? Bro, everything is B shit. She got a B pen. Alright, bro. Yeah. Bro is talking about dealing to children. Alright, you got it, you got it. Oh, who saved him? Oh! Fucking Cyrex from Mortal Kombat saved his ass. This guy who, from what it looked like, killed that 6-arm dude. Damn! He's strapped the fuck up with the blades. That VA sounds real fucking familiar. That VA sounds really fucking familiar. Famous kick-ass fighter who used to go to school. Okay. I mean, it's probably gonna be that dude, right? Because they wouldn't just introduce him and then have a new dude show up in the same fucking episode. You know? Like, it's probably gonna be the same person. Bro, you're describing you. Yeah, he's describing himself. What are you talking about? The fucking bully? Bro, you're a scumbag. You're the worst. Yeah, bro, you're the worst. You were trying to murder them over some petty shit. Goofy ass. I take it back. That's probably not the same guy. Because he would not have a katana and, like, the... You know, why not just use the claws, right? So that's not him. Different guy. Different guy. I take back my prediction. Speak of... this guy. There he is. Damn! That's brutal, dude! Fuck. Okay, that guy's cooked. That guy's fucking cooked. That guy is fucking cooked. Because there is absolutely no way that he is getting away from this assassin demon. I know obviously the core group of characters is like a little bit older, right? Except for Popstep, obviously, because she's a girl, so she has to be young for some reason. But the main like core group of characters is obviously a little bit older, so it makes sense that the show would tend to be aged up a little bit more from like what early MHA was, because early MHA, you know, don't get me wrong, I really enjoyed like the, you know, working out and like the, of course, and like the, like, I don't know, I just really like the vibes of early MHA and the like morals of early MHA, I guess would be the best way to put it. So when I came into Vigilantes, I was expecting it to be aged up a little bit, but that was fucking brutal. Like, I'm trying to think. I don't believe there was any time in Season 1, Season 2 of MHA where someone got their hand chopped the fuck off. You know, people had some brutal injuries, particularly Aizawa. Don't get me wrong. Aizawa had some bad injuries. But nobody was getting dismembered and murdered live on screen. Perhaps we found a new favorite character in the MHA Vigilantes universe. Who, you know, I don't want to make any crazy predictions, but perhaps we found a new favorite character. Yeah, I feel like I've heard the VA somewhere before. I don't know. I don't want to, you know, make any goofy ass guesses and say it's like someone we meet in MHA who I just am not aware of, but I don't know. That was I was trying to talk about, you know, I'm hoping we get to see more like character development, stuff like that. But I'm here for more hands also. I'm okay with us just throwing hands. We also got a little bit of character development between like Koichi and Popstep. So that was cool. That was cool. I'm just hoping at some point we do get to learn a bit more about Knuckle Duster as well. But I like that we had, you know, sort of that reveal of like, you know, Popstep and like why Koichi like has the drive that he did and what sort of made him give up on pursuing the like hero education path, because that was something I was always wondering. Like, he's still constantly training to make his ability better, so it just doesn't make sense that he wouldn't go that route, you know? He seems like the kind of person who would. But I guess that makes sense. I guess that makes sense to a certain degree. Yeah, this was probably like my favorite episode we've had so far of Vigilantes. I want to say this is probably my favorite episode we've had of Vigilantes so far. But I'm curious to hear what you guys thought. Let me know, like, you know, if you have any good predictions, if you know, disagree with me on anything, if you agree with me on anything, let me know down in the comments. Just a reminder, we are going to be doing a stream on Twitch tomorrow, like 6:30 PST. We're going to be going over some manga, doing some music, react requests, so if you want to stop in there and hang out, should be a good time. Otherwise, don't forget to join the Discord, links down in the description, and yeah, I'll see you on the next one.